have just driven in to Toowoomba because we are picking up Brad's Road King because it's had some love again.
Yeah, she's had another bit of a tickle up on the dyno, so jump over to Tommy Miller's page, Mastertech Miller on YouTube, and check that out if you haven't already. But he's done some updates there, or upgrades, just with, well, we put a new pipe on it, a Bassani 2-into-1. I just happened to come across that, and with the whole trying to gain ground clearance and short bags, it's more suited to have a 2-into-1 pipe. So that's the road we went down, and the gains are perfect. So I'm about to take it for its first ride since these upgrades, so I'm pretty keen. I said to Miller the other day that it feels like I'm picking up a new bike, and I'm that excited about riding it. And his comment was, well, it is a new bike. The way it rides is just, yeah, totally different, and the torque it's pulled from the bottom end is going to make a huge difference. So yeah, excited. There's been some other suspension mods and stuff go on too, which is pretty interesting and should make for a hell of a bike now. So here we are.
Just pulling up to our local dealer, and yeah, like Brad said, I'll put the link in the description for Tommy, but let's see.
Yeah, we'll go have a look at it. That's the go.
It's a lot better, eh?
You actually got to be careful on the throttle now through bends. It's on to let go.
Yeah, I know. It's good, eh? It's so responsive with that bike.
Yeah.
I just can't believe how it tuned up so well.
Yeah. And even when I was sort of come out at first pretty hard, it just did this wheelie that I'd never felt before. That was like low, but just carried it. And it's like, yeah, it was... Yeah. You know, you can definitely feel it. It's good, eh?
Yeah. No, that's awesome.
Right, yeah, thanks, mate.
So easy.
Fucking oath.
I'm glad you like it. That's the response I wanted.
Fuck yeah. Oh, it's going to be so much fun.
I told you it was going to really, like, just, like, roll on really, hey?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Just like no button, just roll it on.
It just goes.
I
It just felt like it wanted. It just was, yeah. So this 15-inch
Balance
rear was
it out
to
a bit.
try and, especially with the Ohlins 2.5 front, so it brought it up just that little bit more than the Legends.
Yeah.
And then you're only 14 in the rear. Like I talked to Kevin at Big Bear, and he goes, "Oh man, that's getting pretty aggressive. 15 in the rear and all this." He goes, "We've always just set 14 rear and 2.5 over front."
I think
But I think
ideally you would have to go to a shorter belt with how it is at the moment.
Oh yeah, because a
It
few
is.
people have said that.
Yeah,
They're like,
I've got it. It's to the point where the tension's as far as it can go.
Yeah.
But it's like if you feel like that, like it's still probably just a touch loose. Like
can you get shorter belts that are?
yeah, you can get different size belts for sure. Yeah.
Oh right.
Yeah. So, but where that's set there now, like, I'd like it a bit tighter. But obviously, when you're on it, it's going to have like it will tighten up. But I'd still like it a bit tighter just for the torque that it's making now.
Yeah. Just because there's another inch of preload to go.
Yeah.
You do it when you sit on it. Like, yeah,
Do you know what I
a
mean?
few people, I talked to a
It's
couple of guys
probably
in the
okay,
States, and they're like, don't know if you're going to get the belt tension. Then if you do, I don't know how long they're going to last.
Yeah.
Because it's not going to have enough, maybe.
Yeah, because ideally too, you'd rather at the shorter point of the swing arm, like to keep the wheel move further forward.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because if you got it at the back, like, well, you can to keep the wheelbase shorter, help steer a bit quicker.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know. You don't have to, but ideally, yeah, you would do a shorter belt at some point.
If you found a belt that would just be enough shorter just to...
Yeah, well they do them.
Yeah,
So
cool.
yeah, we just have to work out the length because obviously you can change gearing size with different pulleys and stuff. So you can get longer and shorter belt.
Oh, yeah.
Won't be a genuine one, but
That's alright.
yeah.
Alright, welcome back guys. So we're just down here at Paradise Point, just getting some brekkie at the Serengeti Cafe. We were here yesterday and it's
So
really,
good.
really good feed, so that's good. But yeah, we've picked the bike up from Darling Downs Harley and I had to ride through torrential rain there yesterday, leaving early to get to the coast here to do a few other things. So yeah, that was always fun, but it was well worth it because today's a bloody cracker, which is exciting stuff. So we get to test this bike out, really give it a run. So I haven't ridden it since I've modified the swing arm and lifted the rear up now to a 15-inch rear. So anyone that knows baggers know that they sit at 12 inches stock. So we're now at 15 inches in the rear and we're 2.5 inches higher in the front. So the performance in the bends on this should be quite a significant improvement from stock, and even better than what I had before, which is now an inch higher in the rear. As you would have seen, we picked the bike up from Darling Downs because they'd done the exhaust swap on it and awesome gains there. So if for anyone want to check that out, if we haven't mentioned it already, jump over to Master Tech Miller's YouTube channel and check that out because yeah,
He really knows his stuff.
Yeah,
And he's
really.
passionate about it.
Yeah.
He's a friend of ours, so
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
a great guy.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, it worked out really good. So it's going to be nice to get this bike now in the tighter turns where it's got that torque down low to pull out of those tighter corners. So that should be sweet. So yeah, looking forward to that.
It's
So, yeah, we're
also a
gonna
little, sorry to butt in, also a little tester for our ride next month, which is 4 weeks away,
Yeah.
down south to Phillip Island. So I am going on the back with Brad. I'm not riding today because I drove the ute up to get something done to that. So yeah, a good little test.
It's good to give the bike a half decent run too. Like we're going to go all the way down to Phillip Island from Queensland. You don't want to be picking the bike up from having a heap of work done or modifying a few things yourself and not really sort of try it out and know you're right. So we've fitted new tyres in preparation for that trip, at least on the rear. The front's still pretty good. They don't sort of wear out like the rears do on these Harleys. So as you would have seen probably from our last video, if you haven't already checked that out, have a look. Yeah, well, the first video, yeah. First one, but yeah. So that trip's similar to what we're going to be doing here in 4 weeks' time. So really looking forward to going down the island and finally getting to see the GP bikes run. It's been a couple of years in the waiting, so real good. But yeah, we're going to tuck into some breakfast here and then yeah, go for a bit of a trip around the coast and take you along for the ride. And got a really good spot in mind for lunch, so that should be good. We'll catch up with you then. Sweet, thank you. radial engines.
This model is the original replica of the Stinson airliner used in the 1987 film Riddle of the Stinson.
Yeah, right.
Bernard O'Reilly gives a personal recount of his search for the Stinson in his book Green Mountains, which is available for purchase at the gift shop.
Yeah.
Bernard O'Reilly found and organised the rescue of 2 survivors from the Stinson airliner that disappeared on the 19th of February 1937 when search and rescue failed to locate the plane. Bernard decides to conduct his own search in Lamington National Park. After 2 days searching the rainforest, Bernard sights a burnt tree where he discovers the crash with John Proud and Joe Bidsteed still alive. They survived on water collected in a flask. Bernard finds crash survivor James Westray, who died after falling down a waterfall while searching for help. Farmers from the surrounding district carry the survivors down the mountain to safety.
I don't have any food, it was
So they poo on you.
yeah, probably.
Who got the last laugh?
Poo on my head, then I put my helmet on and it's all good. Well, going by this, we're here. It looks like that path does just go down here. Maybe we can just,
Yeah.
I don't know, sort of like, well, it doesn't look to be a path that connects to Hill. How else?
Just give it a go, bro.
Not unless we go back to the car park and go around and, I don't know.
Well, we'll
walk down here and have
Yeah.
a look. If you're going by the map that we looked at before, it's like we've got to walk down the back in that knot, wasn't it?
I don't know.
Cute signs. Just want to see a bloody waterfall already. All this walking takes up riding time. Alright?
But it's good for you, Brad.
I know, but
I think we're lost.
Falls look out, 4.4k back that way.
No, then you go down that way. We just come from the other way.
4.4k?
That's what I said to you, I thought it was 6k.
On the fucking map up there, it looked like it was just down the road. And then how was that shortcut? No, I ain't doing that.
Not doing that.
Okay. Oh, we got a bit of exercise and walk through the...
We've walked a couple k.
Have we gone that far? Oh, yeah.
Well, it was 6k.
Pack her in.
Oh, no, it'll be 2k by the time we get back.
Walk back up the road.
Yeah. It's a bit hot in these jackets.
Yeah, we'll go with that excuse. Oh well, sweet. Here we are at where are we?
Iron and Resin.
Iron and Resin. Yeah, but we come over Tomlin Mountain. So yeah, you can sort of, from here you do Tomlin Mountain, or if you come from the back end, sort of through Marillenbar and back through, you can do Tomlin Mountain, which is a good ride. So
we
just got
started
some...
with Lamington National Park.
Oh, we did Lamington National Park first. It's not much of a ride. The road's pretty chopped out, and
a lot of blind.
Yeah, it's all like some spots are just single road, blind corners. It's not really a biker road, but we just went up there for a look because we wanted to check it out. So it's nice up the top. There's a bit of history in that with a plane crash and a big replica plane up there, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, wasn't what I was expecting.
No, cool to see that. So that was sweet. And yeah, the ride here was absolutely epic. Weather's great, so yeah, it was really good. I just can't get over how well this bike's performing now with this extra lift in the back. The lean angle is absolutely...
Just waiting for it to scrape, and I feel like...
I've just been trying to scrape the floorboards and I can't anymore. It's just ridiculous how good it is. But anyway, enough about that. Have a look at these burgers. We're going to smash into this. Cool.
Relaxo, Maxo. Maxo, Relaxo.
Nice breeze. Oh well guys, back in Toowoomba. Went for a bit of a ride over back down the Nerang Marinoomba Road and over the Beachmont Road this morning. To then come through by Desert Boona, Cunningham Highway into Allara, and then yeah, Toowoomba. Not a bad little ride, you know, beats going down the highway all the way home, so yeah, make the most of it when you can, I suppose. But I'm still in shock with this bike. You've probably heard me talk about it already, but it's just next level, hey. Like honestly, the lean angle is just ridiculous. And you've actually got to be careful with the throttle now when you're in the bends, because it's gotten loose on me just with that low down torque. Now you want the throttle on too quick or too sharp and it'll let go. So yeah, massive improvement on the handling with that height change, and now the upgraded Ohlins suspension in the front over the Legends that I had in there. Still run the Legends in the rear, actually preferred it over the Ohlins. I think it all just comes down to stroke length at the end of the day. The 14-inch Legends have got a bigger stroke length, so when you get the rough roads, you know, the more travel you can get in your suspension, the most it's going to soak it up. So yeah, that's why I've stuck with them. And then yeah, the 1-inch risers to get to 15-inch and modified the swing arm. But yeah, totally worth it. I think we just need to look for a shorter belt now. My mechanic Miller was saying that there's some aftermarket companies that do belts slightly shorter when you start changing pulley sizes out to change your gearing and stuff like that. That obviously changes the length of the belts and stuff. So probably going to have a hunt around for one of those, because at the moment it's sort of right at the end of the lobe adjustment with the standard belt, which is yeah, not ideal. It's probably not going to last as long as you'd like, and it doesn't quite have as much tension as the mechanic would like. So probably looking to changing that. But yeah, just everything else about the bike right now is just amazing, which makes me even more excited for the trip down to the GP. October 8th we leave on the Saturday, so really excited. But I have to get the bike home now and give it a clean, because yeah, that ride to the coast from Toowoomba Friday morning in the belt and rain is she's obviously filthy, which is a bit of a shame, because I spent about 4 hours on it cleaning it there a couple of weeks ago, and I knew that. I said it to myself, I said there's good chance of rain now. Anyway, I'll give it a bit of a spruce up before the trip and we'll go from there. Anyway guys, that's the end of another episode. So yeah, stay tuned, because yeah, exciting stuff coming up with the trip down to Phillip Island to watch the MotoGP bikes. So yeah, that'll probably be a few episodes in that trip down there, and yeah, some great riding and some great roads. Looking forward to it. All right, guys, see you later. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and thanks for watching. It's been great. Cheers.
Thank you.